Angels showed the end of the world to a child from Indonesia. In early October, on many eschatological and conspiracy sites, the End Times Forecaster and Prophecy News, a video was posted by a girl named Jacqueline who lives in South Africa. And the video tells that on September 16, in some altered state of consciousness similar to a lucid dream, Jacqueline was given a warning on October 10th that there would be some kind of a nightmarish geological catastrophe, either a volcanic eruption or an earthquake. Jacqueline does not specify where the catastrophe will occur, but immediately after the volcanic eruption, she saw Trump in Washington and the destruction of the Washington Monument with fiery stones falling from the sky. And the full text of Jacqueline's video was posted on the forum and can be viewed, but her revelation itself is not very informative. It's only clear that something may be very strong, and another thing is much more interesting. Since Jacqueline was shown truly creepy things, she, like anyone in her place, doubted that all this was true. However, she noticed that in her dream, before the horror broadcast began, she was shown a calendar on which she read the Kimiko inscription. Kimiko is a popular Japanese female name that literally means wonderful, unusual child. So Jacqueline decided if she got it right, then she needed to look for a girl from somewhere in Japan who would kind of hint at her deciphering what was shown in her dream. Kimiko was never found, but another girl named Catherine was found. She lives in Indonesia, is in 4th grade, and is 9 years old. And Jacqueline had her dream on September 16. On September 18, some angels took this Catherine to heaven in a dream and showed her what would be on earth in the very near future. And according to Catherine, everything will begin when some kind of catastrophe occurs, most likely of a geological nature. Buildings will collapse and coastal cities will suffer from a terrible tsunami. At the same time, the terrible rain will pour, which in some regions will be flood buildings up to the 4th floor. Thunder will thunder in the sky, which is 10 or 20 times stronger than ordinary thunder, meaning lightning, I guess. And after the thunder, hail will fall the size of a car windshield, but besides the hail, all the planes located there fall from the sky. However, the end of the world will not happen as life goes on, and Trump wins the U.S. election, and after that, Israel will begin to restore the temple, but they will not have time, since a war will start, and around that moment, the earth will face unprecedented catastrophes. A huge new planet will appear in the sky, and the atmosphere will take on a reddish tint. It will get hotter. An eruption of volcanoes and terrifying winds will become commonplace. And furthermore, in the region of the Bermuda Triangle, a hole is formed in the lithosphere, and armada of some strange flying machines will appear from there. And on TV, they will say that these are good aliens. That's a pretty long dream, if you ask me. But anyway, going back to this, in parallel, a total vaccination will take place on Earth, after which people who receive the vaccine will be endowed with some unthinkable ability to communicate with their gadgets. Phones will show them everything at a click of a finger and connect to subscribers with the power of thought. But happiness will not last long, because then the skin of the vaccinated will turn to green and many will be covered with ulcers. And further, these people mutate into a kind of zombie who will engage in things that, where it says here, cannibalism, but anyway, and those that have not taken the vaccine will become their preferred food. Oh my goodness. And for those who will not be mutants, aliens will chase in their flying cars, their craft, kidnap, and all these things. Now finally, on top of all this, mutations will affect flora and fauna, so insects will become gigantic and algae will begin to crawl ashore, and whoever gets into their nets will be devoured. Mutations will affect birds, jellyfish, and the rest of fauna. Dinosaurs and real fire-breathing dragons will appear, which will fly everywhere and pour fire on everything. In general, the girl tells something that is impossible to believe. No reality can stand that. However, the probability that reality is real, according to estimates of the theory of probability, is no more than 50%. That is, we live in a matrix with a probability of half, although nothing can be proven or disproven. But if we take into account various strange quantum effects and other miracles, then the probability of the matrix is already 70% and 30% remaining for a flat, round Earth for the rest of natural science. Therefore, maybe we are now on the eve of the reboot of the matrix, during which we will begin to load characters from other entertaining games. It's possible, of course, that all these stories were invented by her mother, but similar stories are told by other children and even adults who were thrown either somewhere in the astral plane or into the next world, or generally into the deepest warp. Different unrelated people cannot tell the same tale. Therefore, most likely this is not a fairy tale, there is something in it, but what? We don't know. We just have to wait and see. It could be demonic entities giving these types of dreams. And you know, usually when it's a prophecy, it's not that weird. And there's other things that they could do. For example, they should go to their spiritual father and find out what exactly these dreams and lucid dreams are. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.